What's up, everyone? You know who I am. I'm Jack Slater, aka the Comic Outlaw. Yeah! Can you feel it? The rage building up inside of you. It is Hulk month, and we're doing a what if. General Ross had become Hulk. Yes, the same old story with a new twist, and I guarantee you, you're not gonna want to miss this. Yeah! Let's get it on! Oh man, you can feel the power, can't you? Now, if you don't know the origin of the Hulk, Bruce Banner was a scientist developing a gamma bomb. They were about to set it off. He saw some kid in the road, Rick Jones. He pushed him out of the way into a trench and ended up getting infected with the gamma energy that turned him into the raging beast that we all know and love as the Incredible Hulk. Whew! But what if someone else stepped in? What if someone else decided to save Rick Jones' life and go out there? And what if that someone was General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross? Yes, Thunderbolt himself. Now, this is where they're talking about the gamma bomb, what's going on, and this is where you kind of see how Bruce and him have problems, personality wise and otherwise. And his daughter, Betty, Bruce also has a crush on. In other realities, he actually ends up marrying her. In some realities, she doesn't, but you know how it is. Anyways, they're going back and forth about the bomb, testing it, and of course, he does quote Roosevelt's, well, walk softly but carry a big stick line. And of course, as the testing's about to start, there's a kid out there. Yes, some kid has decided to drive out in the middle of nowhere, sit in his car, and play harmonica. Now, this is where reality changes in this world. Bruce, instead of Bruce going, Thaddeus decides to go out there and do it himself. This worker, Igor, has other plans, and he knocks everyone out, wanting the gamma formula for himself so he could sell to the highest bidder. And as this kid's out there playing his harmonica, Thaddeus tells him he's not supposed to be here. There's going to be a bomb going off, and just like in the other reality, the bomb gets set off with them out there. He ends up pushing him in the trench. General Ross is right behind him, but Thunderbolt gets struck by gamma lightning. Yeah! Anyways, he turns into this big hulking beast, and as Rick Jones realizes what's happening, he gets squished. Squished like a cockroach. And that's pretty much it for Rick Jones, the best friend of Bruce Banner and Hulk. In this reality, he's nothing but jello. The military wakes up Bruce, wondering what's going on. They determine that the technology has been stolen, someone was spying on them, and everything's gone. And furthermore, they're asking, where the hell is Thunderbolt Ross? Is he involved? Does something happen? But anyways, Betty Ross is at her home right now, and all of a sudden she hears a boom. Yes, and she looks up and says, oh my goodness. But goodness has nothing to do with this. It's Thunderbolt Ross, transformed into the Hulk. Now, his mind and memories are still intact, even though he can't talk. Where Bruce became a raging monster, the gamma radiation affects different people differently at different times. I love how she tries to call the cops and they end up putting her on hold as he smashes his way through the wall, trying to talk to her, trying to form words. As he looks in the mirror and sees himself blood-soaked with the blood of Rick Jones, he jumps off, realizing that he just terrified his daughter. See, Ross has his wits and senses about him in some ways. He just can't express himself at this moment. As he jumps off to the military, he knows that someone betrayed him. He knows there must have been a spy. As Bruce Banner is investigating what's left of the corpse. And this is where they say, they found something, they found some information. And there was an attack at Betty Ross's house. A gigantic creature. Meanwhile, this guy, Igor, whatever you want to call him, is leaving with all the plans, thinking that he's going to make a fast buck, selling out our country. But he's in for a rude awakening, because Ross has pieced together who betrayed him and why. And he lets the truck run right into him, killing this guy on impact. And more importantly, he picks him up, throws him with all the information, all Bruce's information about the gamma bomb. And in his rage, he tosses him towards a gas station, and boom! And General Ross roars in fury, celebrating that he had just stopped this spy and saved his country from a big threat. but blinded by the fact that he just caused all this destruction and chaos. His mind is in a swirl right now, dealing with the gamma radiation. As the military begins to open fire on them, but there are his troops, his people. He does not want to hurt them. So he leaps away, knowing that they're soldiers and they're doing their job, just like he had done his. And now he must find some semblance of his old life, someone that will take him in, who will love him no matter what, his beloved daughter, as the military begins to hammer down on him with helicopters, tanks, whatever they have. They're bringing in everything. For he is the rampaging monster he always tried to stop in the main reality. And now he begins to go to work smashing tanks. But yet he's trying to save the military. He dumps them out and throws the tank overhead, not knowing his own strength, his own power, his own capabilities. For he is new at this, as he begins thrashing the other tanks, sparing whatever soldiers he could, for he is a soldier as well. But he will not let them destroy him. He will not let them take him in. He will not be stopped. He, in his own mind, is still a hero. And as the military comes closer and closer to him, he leaps away, trying to find that one person that'll care for him. They'll love him no matter what, his beloved daughter. But as he leaps in, his face goes to shock and horror as he sees what he's done. By accident, that tank that he threw landed at her house, crushing her. And Bruce stands there, telling him that you could see her hand sticking out. She was crushed and it was your fault. You did this to her. And as he turns human, wondering what he's done, Bruce pulls out the gun and shoots him and says he'll speak softly and carry a big stick, putting an end to Thunderbolt Ross for murdering the woman that he loved. As Bruce Banner walks away, alone, and the Hulk lies dead on the floor. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Yeah.